I've been in this space for 7 or 8 years since Valorant has come out, you know? So I'm just trying to enjoy what I'm doing while I can still do it. And like not look so much at this like random perception of me because it's just not true.
First off, dude, congratulations on your victory today.
Thank
Huge.
you.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're just straight off from the stage, right? The interview. So like,
Yeah, yeah,
still
yeah.
all
Literally
like,
straight
are you still just processing everything with that?
a little bit. Like, I think for me, it's just like enjoying it right now. Because to be fair, this year I haven't had a lot of enjoying like wins and stuff. So I think right now it's just really like enjoying it and like enjoying the win, noticing like finally hard work is paying off a little bit, and yeah, just moving from there.
Talk to me about that 2026 season for you, because it's been a bit of a tougher journey. You come back into this new role with EG, and the expectation is like possibly being a dark horse to compete for champs, and it just doesn't work out. In that
hmm
moment away from the spotlight before you joined Furia, what were the biggest takeaways from, I guess, kickoff and stage one for you?
Kickoff was for sure trying to find my footing as an IGL. Like I just learned a lot from that and just like different ways to kind of be myself and play my own game. And then I think stage one was like a lot of trying to figure out how to deal with losses and how to go about it, like with looking at it myself, like looking at myself as a player, as an IGL, how I'm doing things in the day to day, and all these things. Like if I'm doing something wrong in these things, and then obviously like trying to help the team as much as I can. I think that's kind of what those two stages kind of like helped me learn. And obviously, I went into like I guess streamer era where I was just like streaming, watch firing, having a good time, and then I kind of jumped in. Sorry to go ahead, but like jumped
Yeah,
into
good.
stage two where it was just out of the blue, kind of got the offer, and I was just like, okay, I guess I have to do it. You know, like if I really want to keep competing, like I have to make this work. And yeah, it's been a bumpy ride, but I mean, we're here now, so that it's good to at least, regardless of what happens from here on forward, like kind of finishing strong in a way.
Was the regular season for stage two just you trying to adjust back into the realization of, oh, I kind of was expecting to come back into 2027 and then just field offers, but then now I'm here and just I gotta adjust back into everything and then just focus for play-ins. Like, what was your initial goal for those? I guess that regular season phase with Furia.
It was a mix of for like both the team and I. It's like me adjusting into I adjusted in and out of IGL role. I adjusted as like kind of changing my style in a way, like where I become more confident in myself as like an aimer. And then also like just as a team, we were trying to figure out like what fits us the best, what meta fits us, you know? And I still think we have a lot to learn with our current comps, but I mean it's showing a lot better now and we're thriving a little bit. So if we can continue what we're doing now and keep progressing and not like fall back to old habits, I think we can have a good chance to do something here.
Yeah, I mean, you're in the upper bracket now, which with play-ins, even though you have the opportunity to go lower bracket, the make going through upper bracket just gives you like a realistic shot at making champs. For
Yeah.
for you, like what were some of those old habits that you felt like the team was doing that really stopped you guys from being able to grab those serious wins? Because I remember even watching regular season where I was like, this isn't necessarily a bad team, but when it gets to those double digit rounds, that's when things start to fall apart. And then confidence would just break and then it become a 2-0 on favor of other team.
Yeah. I think it's a mix of pressure and like adapting to it and also still playing your game and trusting yourself. Like it's a mix of like all those things. And also just like mental. I think mental for us in stage one in or stage two in general has been like pretty low overall, like low confidence, like not only in ourselves but in each other. And that's not like a bad diss to anyone on the team. I think it's just like I came into the team and it's hard to adjust to such a new human. Just like out of nowhere. So honestly, I take responsibility for that and just like the issues at the start. And then I think it's just like you even saw today on Split, like there was the last round in overtime on defense. We played like a really weird round where I ended up solo A and there was 4B, but our read was they're going A. So it just became like super weird. And we were just like, okay, like after the map, it's like, guys, we can't do that. Like we have to like trust in what we're doing and keep building even when the pressure is at the highest and keep progressing. Otherwise the series might fall out of our like hands, you know? So I think for the rest of the games, we regained that confidence, regained all the composure, and we came back in both maps. So yeah.
Yeah, and I mean it's really cool to see the resilience with everything, especially because of just how maps 2 and 3 were more like map 3. It was kind of just
Mhm.
in situations where you really had to just bounce back mentally in order to just solidify those rounds. I guess seeing those types of wins where in the regular season, you those are situations, at least in my mind, that Furia would more often not lose mentally. How valid
Mhm.
is it to have those types of wins in those moments and then say, when we are faced with pressure, we can actually overcome those now because we're growing as a team.
Yeah, I think it's a very big thing because like as soon as we came back against 2G on Ascent, or not Ascent, sorry, whatever the last sunset I think of last week,
Yeah.
or like in last week, 2 days ago. Um, like whenever we came back then, we realized like even if we get down, we keep our composure and do our thing and what we know, we can come back into series. And I think that was a big breakthrough for us as a team that we came back mentally into that series and then just carried on to now, you know, like in this series too. So I think that's kind of the answer to that question.
Yeah. And then just a couple more questions for you. After the regular season, how did the team go about those next 5 to 7 days? Apart from the aspects you were talking about earlier, where it's just if we go out, we go out. Was it spent more just sharpening up on specific maps, or was it really just hammering down this aspect of we are good in these aspects, just play with full confidence because that's the primary thing that's stopping us from taking teams down?
Yeah. I would say the last 7 days is definitely the hardest we've worked, like not only as a team, but individuals. Like Shaw, Basic, and Koala have been up all mornings, like just watching VODs, and everyone has been trying to put forth their best effort and like keeping the team like mentally strong as much as we can. And I think that was the difference. Like we're really trying to like keep each other built up and build that confidence. Um, I think that's just like the biggest difference, honestly. Like this game is very like momentum and confidence based. If you start gaining momentum, the other team starts playing different, you know, starts not playing like themselves and all these things. So it's like it's all those things kind of coming together, and yeah, and now it's starting to click a little bit. So hopefully we can get that going.
Second to last
Second.
question, for you, because you're talking about how it has been a tougher season, both just I guess confidence wise, and then just also I guess honestly the perception of you as a player,
Mhm.
which you talked about. Is it? I imagine it's got to be validating to have it all come together. Can you just expand on that part because you mentioned it a bit more
Mhm.
earlier in our interview?
Yeah, it's it's a mix, right? Like public perception of me feels like they only watch gameplay and not like the other things I bring to teams.
Mm-hmm.
And that's fine. That's the way it is. Like, and that's always how it's been in my career. But I still try to continue to win. I think this year has been like, I guess, defining for me and more to like validate their opinions. But I always try to keep believing no matter what. Um, and yeah, like I'm not happy with like the public perception. Not I don't really look at it myself, but when it affects like people in my family and like they see like very hateful stuff, like I get sent like very ugly things, you know, like by just fans and stuff. Maybe they lost money. I don't fucking know. But yeah, like I just get sent a lot of those things, and I'm just trying to be happy and enjoy what I'm doing. Like I've been in this space for 7 or 8 years since Valorant has come out, you know? So I'm just trying to enjoy what I'm doing while I can still do it. And like not look so much at this like random perception of me because it's just not true.
Hmm. Well, the good news, you will be moving forward into one batch that could bring you into the playoffs in the upper bracket. The
Hmm.
side that you are on, you have the possibility to face your former team.
Hmm.
So, what are your thoughts on that possibility of being able to face up against just former teammates to make it into playoffs?
It's really fun because I think we've improved a lot since that game, and also like during that game I was IGLing, so I was dealing with a lot of things. No excuse, like it's on me because I have IGL'd in the past, but like I just wasn't able to put anything together. I was very like sad after that loss, to be honest. But I think this team has changed a lot and for the better too. And I mean, we'll see. I think it'll be a different match. I think even to the point where I can say like we'll be a lot stronger, but only time will tell, you know? Like they're playing really well right now and as a team. So I can't be like I can't say anything until we actually win the match.
Hmm. Awesome, Corey. Thank you so much for your time. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Take
Yeah.
care.
Yeah, of course, man.